Here we go. And welcome everyone to this wonderful late Thursday episode of War Commander Unshackled entitled Hangover. It's the impromptu late update release show. Since Kixeye didn't do the downtime yesterday, I figured it was easier to wait until the game came back up this afternoon and go live with everybody in game so that we have the updates, release notes, forum fixes, game fixes, all that happy horse shit that we can all discuss and get to the bottom of. With me, I'm lucky enough to have Daba Phoenix temporarily, who might be signing out really shortly because his phone's about to die. The quintessential superstar of sports, Godscope, and famed rapper of stage and screen, Slim Shady, in his capacity as the semi-real, the sort of real Slim Shady, and it's me, Venom. Hopefully, there's the links out there in the YouTube, in the War Commanders Unshackled page. So if you want to jump on and you're connected, you can grab the Hangouts link and join our panel and have some fun with us. This shouldn't be a long show.
The black man, see how it is.
I said you were in. I said Daba. I said you might sign out shortly because your phone could be dying. You were the first one I mentioned.
Godscope for the sports person. You said you said Godscope for the sports person, and
you're a mathlete.
I didn't hear Daba.
Hi guys, I didn't know you guys had gone live already. Sorry.
Said you before me, Daba.
Right.
And I like how I'm the sports guy who just had his knee surgery repaired from having it ripped apart in hockey.
Hence, sports. Every great sports player is a cyborg.
Yeah, no fucking
I'm just saying, the GIF that you put of him spinning on his head on the ice field, that takes some real talent to do that.
That's the only way he's going to be playing hockey for the next couple of weeks.
Why does it say live?
Because we're live, motherfucker.
Oh,
noob.
Welcome,
dude.
Welcome
Oh my god, I'm looking at
our
queen. Banks. Holy shit, this gold.
Have you guys started discussing the release notes?
No, we just got through the introductions. So now I'm gonna start the.
No, that's fine. It's totally fine. I just want to make sure. I was like, God, did you guys cover everything already?
No.
So fucking Sphinx Tech, wow.
All right, now I'm gonna need somebody who actually has the YouTube up to tell me because I don't have my monitor.
I have it up.
On. Okay. Am I actually sharing anything?
Let me unpause and go to live. Yes, you are.
Okay, yes, good. You're sharing with the picture. Yep.
And I'm gonna put myself in great hide and risk and say goodbye, hide. All right.
So ahead of me already.
I didn't see this show promoted on the show on the page, so I went ahead and reposted it.
Good.
Oh, I see it.
Shit, the more the merrier.
I was expecting us to go live in like half an hour, and then I joined into the Hangout, and all of a sudden Venom's like, "Yeah, we're going live now." I was like, "Oh, fun."
That's right. Feast or fire. You just throw you right into the fucking skillet. So we have three basic things. We have four topics to talk about real quick. Three basic are what's today, and one thing which I promised Daba I would mention, which is from Friendly Fixer, which goes back to yesterday.
Yes.
For first, we'll start off with a major thing, and obviously this will break down later into the other two pages. We're going to do the downtime release notes, which will also encompass our Shadow Ops campaign continuation and the raid changes. So I'll quickly read through this, and then we'll discuss it, and we'll move on. Standard bullshit that I like to do because it just amuses me. So the 813 downtime and release notes by CM Bernie, who so happily dropped this in our laps today at 1 in the afternoon. Commanders, the following changes and fixes have been applied to today, Thursday, March 29th updates. Shadow Ops Hidden in the Darkness will continue. The final month of Shadow Ops has arrived with the now with Onyx adversaries. Win more standard Darkstorm parts by completing Tier 3 each week. Win unlimited parts during the final week beginning on April the 14th at 10 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Players can complete the Darkstorm and build it for the first time when Phase 8 begins on Wednesday, April 4th. The briefing we'll get to next after we finish this up. Raid updates, which is a hot topic. There's a lot of good stuff in that. Diamond Tech and Breacher for the Breacher is now available. Don't miss out on the release of the Purifier and Hammer Diamond Tech as well. The briefing notes will be blah, 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 blah.
Might
World
actually
map.
do it for the hammer tech.
Yeah, that could be cool. Hammers are definitely coming back into.
Yeah, I was gonna say the world map is kind of, we already know because they spawned yesterday, which we covered on yesterday's show. But there is extra in there, so go ahead.
Yeah, I see the thorium stuff at the bottom. But world map updates, as our lovely queen did say. The following bases scheduled to appear on the world map this week. They started yesterday. You've got standard and elite juggernaut bases, Omega Juggernaut bases, Omega Herald, Titan, Hydra, and Phantom bases. The Survivor token bases have been updated and tweaked around to give us a new puzzle to break through. Sphinx bonus token bases are out, which is awesome. I mean, if you didn't collect Sphinx tokens in the event, now you have the opportunity to get them in these bonus bases. Which I didn't get any in the event. So I now can.
So there you go. So I couldn't tell you yesterday.
Are you sure that those Sphinx token bases aren't like the 150 bases that's out regularly, and just give it to the faction 2 or Gen 2?
No, they're brand new and they'll come out when the game comes back up.
Which I'm hoping that it's actually live. We'll touch on that in a second. Thorium base updates with the new level 75 cave bases awarding 50 million thorium, which is a good chunk.
We already have a base that gives 50 million thorium.
Yeah, but now you got a 75 base that does the same thing.
So now we got a 75 that we can only use ground in for the same amount of thorium.
And 75s are typically a little harder than the 80s, so
right?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Variety is good.
Phalanx for the win.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, I am going to complain, but I will give credit where credit's due. They are releasing a new base for thorium, so good job on that. But really, a cave?
Well, okay. Yeah.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it until we see it. Don't knock it till we see it.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. The April event calendar is soon to be coming. Obviously, it's not yet here because we're not out of March yet. So give them a day or two. General fixes and improvements. Here we go. This is why the game really went down. Bastions in the weapons lab build queue will no longer appear one level lower than displayed. Okay. An issue where mines would not trigger when stepped on has been fixed. Yay! Shit, that means when we go into bases, their mines work too. I said this half jokingly and half seriously. I don't care. I'd rather them function.
Yeah, I never noticed an issue with mine. Mine went off. I had to repair them. I was not affected by this issue, so.
Oh, good.
I'm glad to see it fixed.
Yeah, I was. I don't care if it's. I really don't care if it's detrimental to me or not. I want the game to function. Period. Whether it's functioning properly to cause damage to me or functioning properly that I cause damage to it, I just want it to function properly. When I get damage that is not intended because of a malfunction, then I get all pissy and whiny, and I got to get me a giant pacifier to cry on. But
I see grammatical error coming up.
I am not a grammar Nazi.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about in the post.
I
am absolutely a grammar Nazi.
All right. World Map PvP accolades were not appearing for the small number of players. This is now fixed. The event store video for the Elite Siege Squadron Part 4 now displays properly. An issue where the event leaderboard would display previous event standings for some players has been fixed. I'm hoping it actually, maybe I'll go in and see what I earned in event XP, because I have no fucking clue where I ended up. The AA Onyx turret now accurately displays that it targets air units in the pop-up tooltip. Placing more than 18 Sphinxes, it could be Sphinx, into platoons no longer causes a 2033 error. Although that might be one of those oddball words that actually can be both pluralized and singular to accommodate the plural.
Now, what I don't get is it says placing more than 18 Sphinx into platoon. You can only fit 12 in a tune, can't you? Isn't that what it said?
No, 18. Oh, no, you're right. No, 12.
Yeah, you can only fit 12.
Platoon and a half. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
So if you're putting 18 Sphinx in one tune, you're a fucking cheater.
Yeah,
I
because
think
you've got more than the size.
I think that's why it says into platoons plural, as in more
When
than one.
like if you put
Yeah, if you put
You
12
put
in
12
one and 12 and 5 in or 8 in the other or whatever.
Can I comment?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I comment?
No. Go ahead.
No, it's not one. Not 1, 2.
Yes, I did not see that platoons was plural. My bad.
So
I'm sorry, King. Sorry.
Dabba, you're becoming a robot.
Yeah, your phone's
you're all froze up.
No, but what he said is it's not all. It's not one
So
platoon.
you could have
He's saying
36.
Yeah.
Dabba, you are speaking in a robot.
Doma arigato.
You need to come back in.
Yeah, we're not being rude to you, Dava. I'm sorry, but I'll just try to put what I can glean. He says what Dava's trying to say is it's not 18 and all in one platoon. What he's saying is you could have 36 Sphinx and break them up. When trying to create multiple platoons, it is causing this 2033 error, or it was. It is now.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
Well, allegedly it's fixed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have 18 to begin with because I don't intend to build 18 anyway, and I don't need it to be unlimited because I don't see the need to build an unlimited quantity.
Can we preserve this show for like at a later date so we can replay that?
36.
I have 7, and that's all I'll probably ever have.
Oh, welcome, Lady Warrior. Welcome.
Hi. Yeah, I don't know how long I can stay. I'm waiting for a phone call from work. If it comes in, then all of a sudden I might still be in Hangouts, but I'll be muted. So I just gotta take care of that.
Yeah, because I thought of getting 18 of them, building 9, and then when those 9 die, scrap them and build the other 9. But you can't scrap them until they're repaired.
Yeah.
So my plan was like with the phalanx and the liberators. My plan was fucked. You can't do that.
Yeah, and that's why I did what I felt like doing for what I needed to do, and what Sphinx I collected throughout the event is what I ended up with, which I believe is 13 or 15. I'm not even quite sure. Or 13, closer to 13. I think I was 5 short. So I don't intend to build all 13, and I'm sure I'll be able to acquire more later on, obviously. It was not that vital for me to make it to that point of unlimited build. I have no intent to ever build 18, let alone 25. It is a great and a welcome and refreshing new mechanic in the game, especially when it comes to Generation 3 soldiers, troops, where, like Liberators. If Liberators can hold, say, 45, all right? So, you get that platoon and a half's worth. Now you can build 12 platoons worth of them. You know what I mean? That's different.
Yeah.
But in this specific case, it just doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, and from what I've noticed, the Sphinx on their own aren't as effective as, say, Phalanx on their own. But if you put 6 Sphinx on top of 6 Phalanx and run that around someone's base, So, yeah.
Until you get to the rest of the notes, you will change your statement about what you just said about Sphinxes. But keep going.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. They're a great unit. But
no, wait till you get the rest of the notes.
Yeah. All right. The unit creation icon was missing the plus sign symbol when the Sphinx. I don't care. I'm going to say it my way. When the Sphinx went unlimited. This has been fixed. Ravengers will now appear in the Academy after unlocking the Siege Squadron from the event store, and that is a very welcome repair. A lot of players, I know it was merged 1,000,001 times, and Skipjack, Daba, Phoenix, Cyber Toad, Cyber Sissy. All right, I had to say it. No, I gotta give respect. You guys did a fucking massive amount of merging and jobs and collecting player IDs and working through the team to get that rectified for the players. So that has to be you got a pat on the back for that. That's all you get from me. So fuck the rest of it. So thank you, CM Bernie, for this little quick discussion. Now you guys can chatter up whatever topic you want while I go and refresh because I still didn't break the 99 mark.
Do you want to screen share mine? Can we just go into the Hidden Darkness continues, or?
Yeah, no, I'm screen sharing it. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to talk about what we just discussed, or you want to?
No. This will make everybody happy. So there you go.
Okay. So
I was just looking in the YouTube chat, and somebody said the skipjack takes a pounding. She has lots of health and stamina. Wink face.
and the jokes.
Never get tired of making jokes about that one.
Oh, baby. She got bigger boobs too, so she can take a pounding.
Hey, that flak vest comes off.
Okay. I don't know. Is anybody in game? Because I'm getting a bad gateway.
You're getting a bad gateway. I just refreshed. Oh, it went back down. It's down for maintenance again.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Imagine that.
Yep,
Hello.
Now, I just want to say this is precisely the reason why I love you. I love you, Lady Warrior, and I wanted to run this with you and everything. And I just thought I was fearful that this kind of thing would happen, and we'd have like 2 hours of dead air time, and it would be a waste of.
Which is about to happen.
Well, to be honest with you, then my plan was to go with the normal 7:30 time because I work, so I had no plans to do it during. So this is cool. It's fine. It's no.
I'm sorry.
Trust me,
it's no big deal.
But I don't want anybody to get the hot scoop over us. Love, you and me are.
Yeah. Oh no, I hate that. Yeah. No, and I don't disagree with that because there's some people because they don't know what they're talking about on other places. So
Yeah, let's go into the Shadow Ops campaign. That's
okay. Yeah. So, Shadow Ops Hidden in the Darkness continues. Bernie got some awesome artwork, and yes.
What are you looking at there, baby? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 text, baby.
Yeah, but see this one right here? These two right here allude to something I don't think we need.
That's okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Those are right there. As soon as you scroll down, baby.
I know. I'm gonna
scroll it.
This is probably the one unit that I'm not going to grind for gold tech because I read about the gold tech and I am not impressed with them.
Yeah, I'm going to admit I am popping my cherry on this because I have not read these. I'm learning this live with the rest of the viewers and you guys. So, attention, Commander! Shadow Ops Hidden in the Darkness is back. Unlock more standard darkness parts by beating each weekly Shadow Ops phase. Don't miss out on the powerful new Sphinx tech as well. Mission details. The Hidden in the Darkness campaign continues, lasts for 1 month. The final month will contain 4 phases, which last for 72 hours. Once activated, you must collect 8 Darkstorm parts to unlock the Darkstorm unit, which we're already into this anyway. Yep. You earn 1 part completing blah, 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 blah. 10 phases during the, we all know this. 20, 45, 70, and 95 Shadow Ops spaces have also been updated. So they've, this is just, there you do this. You can win unlimited Shadow Ops parts in Phase 10, which was alluded to in the previous statement when that will start, which is the 18th of April. Phase 7 happened in March. The 4th of this month will be, or this coming month will be Phase 8. Phase 9 is the 9th of April. Phase 10 is
hang on, slow down. This is the first quarter, okay? Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. This is an unusual cadence. Please pay attention. Phase 8 is a Wednesday. Not unusual, but a little unusual. Phase 9 is a Monday.
Following Monday.
Why are they doing that?
It's a shortened.
Because this is a short. It always is a short Shadow Op. It's always has been in every quarter because February is a short month and there are so many holidays in January. It's always been this way. So
they always have to screw my birthday month. Come on.
I'm just reminding the community that these dates are correct, but it has always been this way. The first quarter is always short.
I'm happy with this because
so I'll have mine next Wednesday then.
Yeah, I don't have to wait 7 days for the next phase to start.
Exactly. So that's why it's very important for people to understand that so they don't freak out in forums because on the 4th,
they're going to they'll miss that.
They're going to have their plane on the 4th, and the next phase starts that Monday, and then the next one on 10 is on a Saturday. So you see what I'm saying? It's just because they've got to squeeze all that in before the event. Also, in addition.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the event's probably going to start on April
20th, 19th or 20th.
19th.
Yeah, 19.
I'm just might as well throw it out there because it's a Thursday. But it just reminding that to the community, because everybody gets in this habit of, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be after the event, it's going to be after this maintenance. Only in the first quarter is it ever does it ever make these changes and these strange days. So if you're talking to your team members or you see it on a page, you see it on City's page, you see it on your team members' page. What the fuck? What do you mean it's a Monday? What do you mean it's a Saturday? This isn't right. That never happens. Yes, it does. Every first quarter, there are changes made to the Shadow Ops campaign. It's just the nature of the calendar beast.
Please keep this. I love the fact
I would love it if it was like this all the time. I agree with you.
Yeah, me too.
I would love it if it was this way all the time. But, I don't, that's just me. I can't.
All right, cool. So
Somebody
next
scream
week I can start building my darkstorm. If I can kill those damn spiders and not kill my child.
Right.
Shut up.
And so as I said, Friday the 30th is phase 7. Wednesday the 4th of April will be phase 8. Phase 9 will be Monday, April 9th. Phase 10 will start on the 14th and conclude on the 18th. Okay, so phase 10 ends the 18th, which is the Wednesday. And then remember that. So if you're trudging through phase 10 to get the unlimited parts because you've missed out on so many weeks, be prepared. The following day, the 19th, should be the event start. So make sure you've got your repairs done or you've got your gold to coin what you need to coin for the event to be prepped. Remember, don't pay so much attention to the parts that you lose out on collecting your thorium for your missile builds, et cetera, et cetera. Remember to keep that in mind and prep for your event as well. Shadow Ops points. Attacking Shadow Ops bases earn points. 8,000 Shadow Ops points can be earned during the initial playthrough. Additional 4,000 Shadow Ops points can be earned with each replay. The arms cache system. This is all, we know this already. It's goddamn old hat. But for those who have just started and, are new to this, and there are some that are coming back and have shocked at the way things have changed over the last 2 years. Complete phases earns armed caches. Phase contains bronze and gold caches. Each arms cache contains components for the Sphinx, which we will discuss downstairs.
Hang on 1 second. Side chat. We need to remind everybody the boss base will not, if it does come out, will not pay out additional Shadow Op points.
Yeah, the boss ones are not going to do it. They're just going to have to.
So just a reminder. There are a little bit of changes. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I know we're kind of glazing through this, but there's some small changes. So
absolutely, stop me in my tracks and we'll discuss.
No. I'm not trying to be like to make you stop. I'm just saying there are going to be changes, and people have this cadence in their head of the way things are supposed to happen, and it'll help alleviate people going, what the fuck? Well, it used to be this way. Okay, so it's different.
Yeah, so you're going to get tech, not additional parts. I mean, not additional points. Yeah. Replaying phases grants a chance to win up to 3 components per cache. And here we go. So here's our new Sphinx components that will be appearing in these caches.
Okay, quick question. Now, are they still going to have the 95s?
Yes, they will.
Okay, because I just saw, up to 8,000 can be, okay.
Yeah.
So I thought the last time they said something about 95s. I just want to make sure they're still out there, because if I'm going to get hammered in repairs, I just want to get hammered once.
I'll get hammered as long as it's on a Saturday.
I got pissed off because I did one of those boss bases when they first came out. I was like, okay, well, I'll activate Shadow Ops, do this boss base. Did it, took a bunch of repair time because I didn't really watch any videos on how to do it because none were up yet. And then when I beat the base, I was like, where are my Shadow Op points? What the fuck? And then I talked to a couple people, and then they explained to me, and I felt real dumb.
And that's different from any other day. How?
Because usually I'm the one making somebody feel dumb.
Don't. Oh, I was gonna say don't flat me, God's go. But I'm already in a bubble, so never mind. You can't do it.
There's always farm bill.
I made sure I went to bed in a bubble because of a lot of people. A lot of people have a hard on for me, so I don't want to give them an easy shot.
There's a lot of people that had a hard on for me yesterday, and that was funny. I should have gave a shout out to that person, but no naming and shaming. By the way, there was undefended base. As you noticed, my base was under redesign, and thank you for losing. Hold on,
Everything.
26 Ravishers or something on an undefended. No anti-air because for the event I did all rail guns. There was no anti-air in my base.
Well, that's what did it. Every time them little suckers try to kill something.
Lost, like I don't remember. It was like 20 or 30 some Ravishers or something. I don't know. Just like and with just no repair. I mean, but whatever. I mean, other than my avalanches, there was no anti-air. I don't know. There might have been a Draken or something. Oh, and the Draken's in my bunkers, but there might have been some of that kind of stuff. But I thought that was kind of funny. So, but yeah, let's.
All right. So here's our components that we're going to see. And with this generation of components, we do things in a percentage that's exponential with upgrade. So the bronze cache.
Yep.
Yes, the bronze cache is going to contain resistance glass. It's a basic bulletproof cockpit glass. It goes in your Sphinx cockpit slot, and the effects is reduced damage taken from infantry units.
Can you scroll that up just a little bit because the banners, our names are covering? There you go.
He just likes showing the cockpit part.
You can get rid of your faces down there. You know.
No, I know, but I don't want to.
That's the answer I expect. That's so the answer I expect.
Keeps me sane. Thank you.
But I don't want to. All right. So the bronze cache, it's for the Sphinx. It's the cockpit slot, and the effects will be as follows. It will reduce damage taken from infantry at level 1 by a percentage of 5%. At the second tier, it will represent a 10% reduction. And at max level, third tier, it represents a 15% reduction in infantry damage taken. So, heavy glass, bronze, Sphinx tech, cockpit slot again. This one will reduce damage taken from vehicles. 5% at level 1, 10% at the second mid-level, and 15% maxed out. Anybody have any ideas about that? What is your opinions? Would you go with the heavier glass for taking damage from vehicles, like I don't know, technicals?
Yeah, exactly.
Or would you?
Let me think about that. Yeah.
Or are you
Or Drakens.
More Drakens.
Or Drakens. Technicals or Drakens.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if it takes 15% less from infantry, that's your bunkers for PvP fighters. That is all the liberators and Drakens and whatnot in PvE bases.
Wouldn't that all depend on where you put your tunes as to where you set it in the workshop?
Mm-hmm. Lonnie, you still there? I'm sorry, I don't have. I'm reaching on this, so I can't tell you there. So, Thought, do you have an opinion on this specific? Because I figure to break it down to each slot.
I really won't know until I try it.
Okay.
I just want to try the stuff, and I'll see.
If I end up using it for PvE, I may. If you go into a base, I'm just saying, if I'll take the time to do it in the workshop. I may switch the heavy and put the resistance on for PvE. If I go into a base and it's mostly infantry, I could see me switching the glass out and using it for something else, and then switching back to the heavy glass for PvP.
I have to agree with Scooby, and this is what I was just getting ready to say. I will mix. I will do both. I will have I only have 7. I'll get some more later, and then I will, much like I have for bone saws, and I have a mixture of the tech between the twos because my bone saws I have fire and cryotech.
Okay, cool. So
the difference. So I will split mine just like Scooby.
Yeah, I'll probably mix mine up. That's what I was saying. Is I either mix them up or have 2 tunes, and then for different things, and then like you said, then disband the tune and then mix them up and then run them together. So
you might put some Phalanx workshop for a certain damage in your PvP tune, and then do the opposite damage buff or reduction for like Delta or
because like my third technical tune is a mixture of both, and that was Scooby's suggestion, Alani's suggestion. It's both air and ground, so and I love it. It's one of my favorite tunes because I don't even have to use as many technicals. I love it. So
now these 2 techs I just don't think we needed, but whatever. So we have now the silver cache. These are going to be the front reinforcement, which is the Sphinx's armor slot, and the effects are reduced damage taken from air, Level 1, 10%, level 2, 20%, and level 3, 30%. Hold on 1 second. Yes, love. I'll go pick you up. All right. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye, love. Okay. The underbelly reinforcement is the silver cache, and that's the Sphinx's armor slot. The effects there are reduction in damage from ground units by 10% at level 1, 20% at level 2, and 30% at level 3. You guys carry on discussing that while I take care of what I need to take care of.
Oh, I'll be right back.
You guys, gotcha. I see.
I just don't see the love for the reduced damage taken from air, because why would you be using air against these things? I don't see the use of that tech. I don't, in my opinion, you know.
The air that we would do maybe like in PvE bases?
Maybe.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten many air convoy bases in a very long time.
Thanks for telling Kixeye that.
From silos. The Hornets and drone silos.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. That's actually
that's
good.
Where that front, yeah, that's where that front reinforcement would come in handy, is dealing with the drones at a drone silo.
Yeah, all 8 of the Hornets are going to kill like 20 of my
Hornets. Right, exactly. I mean, it's the yeah. I mean, it's like doesn't matter. I'm putting it on anyway. Putting it on anyway. I'll mix them up. I'll do the same thing. I'll mix them up and I'll see. And if I don't like the front reinforcement and I prefer the underbelly reinforcement, you know, if that I'll just watch and see. I'm going to mix it up. I'll mix it up and I'll see which ones I like better. Again, I can see the same thing was that if you mix them up, if you have enough of them, Venom, who doesn't want to build too many, if you mix them up and you realize that some are dying faster than others, especially in different kinds of bases, then disband your tune and put, you know, 4 of one and 4 of the other. I mean, there's lots of different ways you can do it. Mix it up.
Well, yeah, but you'll have to wait
mix
until
it up so that you have it, and then if you go into, especially if we're in an event, a PvP event or something, a PvE event or something, and you realize, okay, I'm losing too much with these others that are in here that's mixed up, pull those out. And if you don't want to re-equip them, just try them with the ones that you have and see how far they go. Like I said, I mean, it's in some cases, even this past event, just me splitting my phalanxes and my technicals apart. You think more is better, but not always. So take the ones out that aren't as effective and just use the ones that are effective. And believe it or not, you can get farther with less. So I still think it's an idea and an opportunity, like you would do for anything else, that you would kind of mix it up a little bit and look at the effectiveness. I do think it's worth noting, especially because the things that are air units then can hit these units. There's lots of things you got to think about.
All right. And the gold, the final cache tier, you've got the Sphinx training slot, and we have airborne assistance, which redirects 30, 40, 50% of the damage taken from nearborn airborne allies to the Sphinx itself. So an allied unit flying in consort with the Sphinx becomes an aerial caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ground assist. Gold, cash, Sphinx training slot, and effects redirects 30, 40, and 50% of damage taken from nearby ground allies to itself.
Yeah, baby.
So
put my phalanx with my fences and run over your base.
Now, I just want to say this, and this is where we already had this little side discussion. Well, not discussion, but we cued in on it. But without the Sphinx getting a minor speed increase, trying to do this with your phalanx going to cause issues. Your phalanx are going to outrun the Sphinx constantly.
Use the X key. Use the X key. You'll be fine.
Yeah, if you spread them completely around the entire, and cover the entire.
That's what he said.
All right. I am going to pardon myself because my bloodline is a pain in the ass. So I'm going to say this. If you would be so wonderful to take over, dear Skipjack, I am going to go collect my wife from the mall. I will be back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So
Wife
I'm
errands.
going to stop sharing and leave you to do.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you can finish up this and then jump on to the raids, please. Love you, my dearest.
I love you too. I knew you were going to do this, but okay, here we go. Sorry, I don't have my official Unshackled moniker thing going on. Alrighty then. So along that line, the X key is your friend. I'm just going to drop that one out there. So if you don't know how to use the X key to spread out your units while you're flying air, please, 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 please get with someone that can show you how to do a shift 1 for your tunes and how to use the X key so you can control your ground more effectively while you're flying air simultaneously. Now you may say, oh yeah, everybody knows that. No, sometimes I'm a multitasker, but sometimes in War Commander, walking and chewing gum and servicing the many wonderful people, especially the gentlemen around me, I cannot do simultaneously. So in War Commander, the X key, the shift 1 to select the ground tune, and then the X key to constantly spread them out while I'm flying my air is my friend. So if you don't know how to do that, as we've reviewed those texts, if you don't know how to do that, definitely get with somebody that can show you how. Get in a Google Hangout, get with Dava, get with Lonnie. If you want to get with me, that would be great. But get with somebody that knows how to do that because it's really going to help your playing capabilities. And that being said, I'm going to have to let you guys know that I will screen share, but it's going to be really weird because I was not given the controls, did not know he was going to leave. So let me get back over to the Shadow Ops. We got through the gold tech. Let me go back to the notes. I apologize. I was not prepared for this part. Let me get back over to the update notes. So sorry for the delay. Is there anybody else that has anything to say about that gold tech while I'm trying to get the rest up?
It is gold, and it happens to be a tech for the Phalanx. Or Sphinx.
I think with an hour and some odd minutes prepared for each Sphinx, I don't know. It'll have a lot of benefits to it, I think. If used correctly, it'll be really strong. But just by reading it, I don't like a tech that guarantees damage on one of my units.
I can see that. I'm kind of seeing the same thing. Oh shoot!
But
I gotta use this. You guys can't see all that. Sorry.
Only way to know for sure is to test it out. To get it, test it, see how it works.
Alrighty, I'm trying to scroll over to. There we go. Finally caught up. I was waiting to make sure YouTube had caught up before I went forward. Wow, it's a longer delay than I expected.
Yeah, it's like 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's longer than I expected. Okay, so again, this isn't the official screen share like it would be if I was logged in as a producer. I apologize, everybody. So if you see YouTube complaining, please point it out because I won't be scrolling over to YouTube. So here's the raid update. So for those of you who are in alliances and you participate in your raids, and I'll just throw this one little caveat out there. If you're in an alliance and you're not participating in raids, get with one of us who does it all the time so we can help you learn how to get these diamond techs, how to keep your boost running. If you're not in an alliance, get in one because these techs are like unbelievably just priceless. I missed out on the Phalanx one that they pulled with 1 day's notice. Not happy. Thank you, Kixeye. Yes, I can bitch about it too because we got 1 day's notice when the Phalanx text was coming out and we kind of had a busy day. We didn't run raids that day and fuck it, I missed out on my Phalanx diamond techs. Everybody in my crew has a Phalanx diamond tech but me. So here we go. These are the Phalanx diamond techs. These, the new one is the Breacher one. So, but I will read through it. And then it's a re-release of the Purifier and the Hammer. So I will read it, but everybody else can read it. But I'm just letting you know that it is a re-release of the Purifiers and the Hammers. Okay, Commanders. Coordinate attacks on raid bases with your alliance to win brand new Diamond Tech components. Intel, Silver, and Gold bases have been updated. Please note that the Diamond Tech for the War Dog, Cyclops, and Chaplain will no longer be available from the raid bases after this update goes live. So there you go. The War Dog's coming out, Cyclops coming out, and the Chaplain's coming out. Some of you like that, some of you won't, some of you don't care. I have all those, so I'm happy that I have them. Here comes the new Diamond Tech. It's for the Breacher. It goes in the tech slot, obviously, and I don't want to glaze over this, but again, for people who don't run raids or don't know anything about Diamond Tech, only the units that have a tech slot can have Diamond Tech. So if you ever go into a schematic and you wonder what is this slot, and it says you can only get this by, I've had some players ask me this, so as a moderator, I want to cover this. Only the units that have Diamond Tech have a tech slot. So if you see that and you wonder, well, where do I get that tech? You have to be in an alliance and they have to run raids. And then you have to be able to, you are in that system of 3 people that has a lottery drop of who gets the Diamond Tech. So just throwing that out there for people who don't understand how raids work. So it goes in the tech slot, and the description for this one, it will increase the damage dealt by 1, 3, 6, or 10%. Diamond Techs only have 4 levels to them, not 6, not 3, 4 levels. So the first level decreased by 1, second level decreased by 3, third level decreased by 6, and fourth level decreased by 10, and decreases damage taken by the same. So increase and decrease by the same levels. It's only 4. I've had some people upset about that because they were told incorrectly that the Diamond Tech was 6 levels. It's not. It's always been 4. For right now, it always is 4. So then here we have the Purifier, which is a re-release, but for those of you who have it, you get it exactly the same thing. Increases by the same percentage, 1, 3, 6, and 10% when you get it maxed to level 4, and decreases damage 1, 3, 6, and 10% when you get it to level 4. And then, of course, the Hammer Diamond Tech, which I do have the Hammer Diamond Tech on my hammers, and I wish that I had some more components on my hammers, because I think mine, like some other people, would have been more effective in the event if I had them tricked out a little bit more. So again, increases the damage dealt by 1, 3, 6, and 10% when you get it to level 4, and decreases the damage taken by 1, 3, 6, and 10% when you get it to level 4. So any thoughts, panel, on what you think? I know there's a lot of people that don't like their breachers, but I'm kind of excited that we're finally getting a Diamond Tech. So what do you think?
I'm excited.
Only complaint I have is that it takes 10 million thorium to apply it to 1 unit.
I was going to bring that up too. How do you guys feel about that? Because it is really expensive.
It's going to be bad on the people who are lowers, like 40 and under. If they don't have that type of storage, you have to start upgrading.
I think it should vary from unit to unit. Like an infantry shouldn't be 10 million, but I could understand a heavy tank being 10 million.
True.
Because you're not putting as many on and in smaller units, so it could be more expensive.
Yeah, no, I did. I put mine, and I'd have to go into my base, and of course the game's still down. But I can't remember if it was my Spartans were super expensive, but my I call them Drakens, but Drakens, however you want to pronounce it. My Drakens weren't as expensive. So I thought that was, and yeah, okay, it's infantry. I get that. But my Spartans were freaking expensive. And to me, I'm not saying Spartans are crap. Don't get me wrong. But Drakens, to me, are like the latest and the greatest, and I fucking love them. But it was cheaper for me to put the Diamond Tech on my Drakens than it was to put on my Spartans. So, and on my Libs even. So I kind of thought that was interesting because of the fact that how effective Drakens are, especially if, at a maximum distance. So, but I agree with you. For the heavy tanks, I think it should be. I'm glad that the Purifier is being re-released, because there are people who don't use their Purifiers because they think they're crap and they only use Audra. Maybe now with the Diamond Tech, you'll use your Purifiers that you have, if you can get it, and equip it. You might find that your Purifiers mixed with Audra again are really super effective. So instead of having your Jug and your Audra together, you throw your Purifiers, your Audra, and a Caretaker, and you may find out, they are super freaking, more powerful, I guess is what I'm looking at. if Skipjack becomes a permanent hero, I will love if I could put my diamond tack and slap it on that bitch. I'm just saying. Because I like her like she is, but to be able to have a diamond tack, so if this is Breacher and she's a Breacher hero and she becomes permanent and I can equip her with that, I'm going to be happy. So, do you use your Breachers? Anybody?
I don't have any built.
Nope. Okay. I don't use mine. I used it one time and didn't really like it, but that was low level.
I built one and I played around with it and I like them in concept, but mine just weren't worth the space that because I could need it for other things.
Yeah, that's my conflicting thing is that I have them and I'm using them, and they do rip the hell out of phalanx, don't get me wrong. So, you know, if you run into a base, again, we covered this yesterday, you run into a base and your phalanx get ripped apart and you didn't advance scout to see there were breachers in the bunkers. It sucks to be you. But yeah, I think it's kind of kick-ass that you have the opportunity to be it, but you have to make a choice now because I don't have the room. And I'm max, so it's like I'm constantly switching stuff in and out of my storages and my armories to test things. So I'm just curious what the YouTube, I have not flipped over. I'm going to stop sharing. But how does the YouTube feel about their breachers? Anybody else using them? Do they love them? I did see Scooby earlier. Yep, in the bunkers. Yep, Chad's using his in the bunkers. I'm just looking. Sorry, totally off the cup here. Cuff. Ooh. Wow. Okay. There's guys actually speaking in Arabic in the YouTube chat. That's different. All right. So I'm not sure what they're asking. So if anybody can read that and tell me if they have anything else. Yeah, the storage is the biggest one. Oh, Scooby uses them with his caretaker and his skipjack. So there you go. I mean, it's something to play around with. Yeah, storage is a big issue. I'll agree with you, Iron Hand. I hope, I mean, Wrong Thinkers brought it up in the last two Wrong Thinker Thinks. I believe it was in the last podcast. So I'm hoping that they're going to address storage soon, because we're getting a lot of free units too. And for those of us that have our storages max, we're great. But look at all those low levels that have all this stuff and they have no place to put it.
I have my storage max, and I still need to put stuff in the armory.
Yeah, my armory is my armory is stuffed. So I'm doing a lot of switching back and forth. What do you think, Lonnie? He's muted. He probably had to step away. Oh, there he is.
Breachers?
Yeah.
I haven't played with them a whole lot. I mean, they're powerful. I mean, if you get them up close to a phalanx, or if you put like a bunch of them under your CC or something, and say you're just going to make it look like you're running the game, you know, that you ain't got no defenders, and somebody's wanting to come in with some phalanx because you got all hunters on your CC or all hunters on your heavies, and you put 6 or 7 of those under your CC, and they come in as a tuna phalanx, they're going to hurt. It's going to hurt real bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, people say, well, they don't get the buff because they're not in the bunkers. But again, if someone doesn't advance scout your base and they think, oh, this is an easy one, like you said, and you put that under there, somebody thinks they're going to go run figure 8s through your base, their phalanxes are going to get shredded. There we go. Got it muted. Sorry about that. He can unmute when he's got things calmed down over there.
Sorry.
No. It's okay. I didn't know you were coming back that quick.
I'm a race car driver.
I was going to say, is the mall right around the corner from your house? That's pretty cool.
Nah, speed limits and traffic tickets are for those other guys.
That's true. Yes. Yeah, deaf floor pedal to the metal kind of a thing. I mean, something to think about. I like that Scooby mentioned that because the skipjack hero is the breachers. I mean, is the breacher hero. So putting the skipjacks with your breachers may actually pleasantly surprise you. So it's just something to think about. I'm going to play around with mine some more, just because I have so many skipjacks to play with, and just to see.
She's playing with herself. She's playing with herself.
Oh, I know. I can't. I love it. I absolutely love it. I do. Must have fun. See you. Okay. Oh, more Eddie. Because I see in the YouTube chat you had mentioned earlier about missing some stuff. So yeah, definitely send me a PM. If there's something that you feel like you missed out on, just send me a PM, and I can explain some of the stuff we went over. Okay, that's cool. Any other questions in YouTube land? Anybody else interested in anything that we didn't cover? It's still down for maintenance. I was looking. I might as well throw it out there as a moderator. If I get in trouble, oh well, stuff happens. As you notice, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Easter's on Sunday. Yes, I know it's the 1st of April. Bernie does normally have a calendar out. Unlike previous times, our community manager, PEM, product engagement manager, is very good about getting the calendars out ahead of time. So if you don't see the April calendar is going to be coming up. So whether or not it comes out tomorrow or whether or not it comes out on Monday, just don't freak out about it. It's not there in the notes. So it's going to get there. So the April calendar will be there. There'll be the cadence of the bases. So that way, those of you who have alliances that do spreadsheets, like a lot of other alliances do, you'll have all of the schedules on there. I don't know about the tech system. I've had some people, I just got another PM. So people just asked me about the tech system, which is the token exchange system that Wrong Thinker spoke about. He did kind of hint that it might come out in April. So again, without having the April calendar right now in these release notes, there's no way to say for sure. We were hoping that the calendar would be in today's release notes, and they're not. So it might come out tomorrow. It might not come out till Monday. It might not come out until the next maintenance next week. So stuff happens.
I've got a small question.
Welcome,
Yeah,
Sid.
Hey, Sid. I was gonna say-
I'm getting my city fixed today. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, baby. Bubba. Wait. Can I ask City a question first before he does?
Of course.
Go on then.
City, how many times have you played with Skipjack?
Many times. It took me
Ooh, baby.
quite a
He
bit.
even took videos of it.
I made videos of it.
I was gonna watch him, but I didn't have my lotion at the time, so I gotta wait.
He plays with her while we're asleep.
I was so disappointed because he was underwhelmed when he was playing with her in one base. And I'm sorry to disappoint you, my darling.
No. Skips. I hated doing that video because I knew I can hear myself echoing back.
It hurt me to watch it. It really hurt me to watch it.
I knew I've had to defend you in so many pages, saying, "Look, it ain't the woman's fault."
But that's you needed to do it because it's just a unit, and I mean, it has my name on it, but it's just a unit that Kixeye created. So I was disappointed when I watched it because I couldn't believe how much damage she was taking from these little piddly things that were shooting at her. I'm like, whoa, this isn't cool, you know.
This is the thing. I've watched the video back, and I've watched it back 2 or 3 times. And I've let units hit it. What are them? The new air in the airfields, but they're old ones. Not the wing drones. The next one's up.
Yellow jackets or
no. One before that.
Talons.
Oh, night owls.
No, not night owls. They're in the VK50s.
Talons.
Talons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talons. Yeah,
I let one of them airfields panned on the skipjack. And that would probably give it a lot more damage than.
I told you guys would have fun.
Get it out of your system. I think they give it a lot more damage than that unit would have got in that VK50. I should have took them out quick. But
that makes me think, because there's a lot of people that think Talons are shit. Nobody uses them anymore. So it makes me think, okay, is this something that I need to remember? So if she becomes a permanent hero and I see Talons, I need to take them out right away. I mean, you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people don't even use Talons anymore.
What it is certain units are sustainable to certain types of ammo.
Yeah.
Right? So I think with the Breacher, the sustain is going to kill it, hurt it more.
Yep, I agree.
Over the other 3 different or 2 different ammo types. But yeah, my other question is, what's happened with the VK, the Vehicle Rift update? I was expecting that today.
The 75?
All of them. No, this the VK50, the VK65, and the VK. They've changed them, haven't they? The VK150, the VK165, and the VK180.
Yeah, because they were supposed to redo all of the Thor bases, and that has not happened yet.
Yes, I thought they held that back because of this coming event. I believe we're going to see spiders in them.
I think so too. I think we're going to see spiders in the shadow out bases as well. So I think, hey, that's a player. I would need to clarify for those of you who forget. I'm not going to do the mod hat on because I've been asked not to say that, but I need to say that on this show. I'm speaking as a player. This is not inside information. I think we're going to see spiders in some of these bases, and I definitely on the shadow out bases.
Well, if you remember, do you remember there was the Verkarith level 1 base, and the base was completely destroyed. We couldn't hit it with anything.
Yes.
It was all guessing. I think that was the death of the Verkarith as we know it. Kruger.
Probably because it was so destroyed. I mean, it was to continue with the storyline.
Yes.
So I think that's part of it because I mean, if you follow the storyline, there was the death and destruction, and now a new force is taking over. So I do believe that's what that one base, the level 1 base was. I know there was at least one. I mean, some sectors have more than one, but there was at least one in every sector. So I believe that was to continue with the storyline. You couldn't hit it, but you could see that it was destroyed and damaged and almost like, okay, they had given up kind of a thing.
And that's where I'm getting at. I believe we was going to get a preview of the spiders in the Thorium bases. It was held back for 3 weeks and then the event come, and we didn't get the chance to see these new spiders. I believe we was going to see them 2 or 3 weeks back.
So, if what City says is correct, which I hope it is, because that would be sweet. If with that VK1 being the death of Aircraft, hopefully the Thorium bases now will be Onyx 80s, 75s, 50s, 60s, shit like that.
The thing is, Kruger's still in play, isn't he? In the story, he's still alive.
Yeah, Kruger hasn't been killed as far as I was aware.
I believe that it's going to be integrated, so that Kruger and the Onyx, that faction, are going to combined. If you get what I'm saying.
And if you paid attention to the story in the event, you would find out that Onyx is the machine god.
Yes.
I still hate spiders.
One question I would love to know from the guys on YouTube and everything. I've always thought, should I put just the story, hit every base and watch the story play through, and then hit every base in sequence just for the story? Would that be something that they'd be interested in?
Well, that way you could post it, and then people would be able to just read the story, because 9 out of 10 people don't read the story when they hit the base.
I was going to say.
It's something I follow. I've not followed it closely, I'll be honest with you. I've only just started following it. But it's something that's intrigued me. It's sort of like, it's caught my attention.
I usually read the story after the event or after I finish my event, and because there's people who post screenshots and stuff on the forums, and you just find it and read it.
Well, let's say this. Say Unshackled. If Unshackled did not a live stream, but just a video of the storyline. So as it pops up in each base, they record that and post it in sequence. Would that be something that the followers are interested in?
You know what, City? The only thing I can suggest is try it and see how well it's received, because your audience is so vast.
No, I'm not. I'm more thinking for Unshackled here. I could make the video and then I could pass it on to someone that could post it onto Unshackled.
Sure, why not? I mean, we have a good audience. Some would probably be very interested in looking at that. I probably would, because I don't read the story while I play.
I'll try to.
Okay.
But it's just a question. It's just something I'm throwing out there.
Onyx is Ruby's mother?
And
sister. No, say it ain't so, Susie. Say it ain't so.
Yeah, mother and sister.
But don't forget, she's artificial.
Yeah, I think it was more in the sense of, like, it wasn't really that they're mother or sister, but in the sense of like a relationship connection.
This is what I got. Onyx was there first. Onyx was the first computer intelligence. Ruby come along second. Onyx was then reborn, so it'd make her mother and her sister, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh.
At the same time. That's the gist I've got in my head.
That's why I say mother and daughter, not sister daughter. So I don't know. Do the storyline, City. I'll go watch it.
Mother and daughter, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Either way, the spiders suck, and I still hate them. But
like everybody knows, the spiders are going to be interchangeable, like we had with the zombies. They're going to be here for a long time.
Honestly, guys,
hate zombies too.
Them spiders are a lot better than the previous, Kixeye units. What they called
at the moment.
Now, the previous ones. I mean, the previous ones from the Kruger or the old, the units that we're hitting in the Highway Zealots.
Yeah, all the
them archers in the Highway Zealots.
I hate those those archers suck.
So I will pick the spiders over them.
Agree.
But give Kixeye a year, and you could see them being just as bad as those archers, if not worse. I mean, once they have a thorium-infused version of these guys.
Really, Venom? You had to go there. Really?
No. The thorium-fused version of the archers or the original units are actually easier to kill. They've got less range, most of them, and they're slightly easier to kill. They haven't got that. I forget what the armor is. The original.
Yeah. No thorium.
Iridium, that's it. Iridium armor.
The iridium. Yeah, no thorium or iridium infused spiders. Please, Kixeye. Venom just didn't know what he was saying. He lost his mind.
I think Venom
don't want those.
Venom was speaking what we're all thinking. I think we're gonna go that way.
I'm just under the assumption we started out with zombies. Zombies got thorium infusion. We've got units. War horses and war horses that became
Billy Goats.
Billy Goats that were nightmares became Billy Goats. It's their go-to ramping up. There's very little that Kixeye can do to go from level 1 to the ramped up end of the that last ditch effort thing. So tail end of this, I can see us suffering that plight.
Yeah, I believe that they need to bring these units into play though, because we're so used to we've got a massive understanding on the base units that we've got. So to bring in something new.
Rewind, Scooby. What family?
With Scooby.
Mark. I have the whole family locked up in my backyard and asking Kix for gold to release them.
Get him on here. Has he got a link?
Because
I like that
somebody
guy.
post him
It's
a
great
link.
fun.
Guys,
that's too funny.
Take a peek at the side chat, but don't read what you're reading in the side chat, please.
Have you, as we're discussing this, as we tail off, did you talk about Friendly Fixer's comments or commentary?
We hadn't yet. I was going to go to that next. So
please,
I would like to give, because I've got a bunch of PMs. Friendly Fixer does exist. And as much as you all would love to be able to believe that is Bernie, I appreciate that you want to give him more street creds and the guy's doing double duty, but no. I love that you guys think that Bernie is burning the candle at both ends and that it's the same person. It's not. I love that you think that Wrong Thinker is burning the candle and he has a 4-way candle and he's burning it at all 4 ends because he's always burning it at both ends. Hey now. I like wax. I like wax. Hot wax, baby. Anyway, Friendly Fixer is a real person. He really does work at Kixeye. I don't think it's probably a good idea for me to tell you what he does at Kixeye because I haven't been told that I can say that, but he does work at Kixeye. He is a real person. He's not a fake. And you'll probably be seeing more posts from him in the future. And he's not super brand new. So
all right, wait. I have no NDA with Kixeye, so I will be right up here and say exactly what Friendly Fixer does at Kixeye. He goes on the forums and he gives us information. So there you go. He posts occasionally.
Okay.
I'm not wrong with that, am I?
No, you're not.
Okay.
And we want to cover all the posts and all the comments. I love it last night that he just, instead of deleting things or editing things, he just owned up to the things that he said that were incorrect. And he's like, I stand corrected. And I mean, there were players that wanted to roast him a little bit. Some people were a little beastie about it when they did it, but he quoted those people right back, and he goes, "You're absolutely correct. I made a mistake." I mean, this is like the kind of communication that we've been asking for. I will quote the wonderful one, Shadow Killer, who said, "We don't care if you even say do something or you make a mistake. Just own up to it." So there you go.
Exactly. It's been just about a year since I got involved with Unshackled. First, just kind of listening to the shows, and then being on the panel. And a year ago, we couldn't sit here and give Kicks many props. But then we got wrong.
No,
exactly. Oh, fuck no is exactly right. But since Wrong Thinker come in, and he's done a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's
very open.
A lot of things.
He gives us some good information. And now we have Bernie. And I still want to call him Bunny. Can we just call him Bunny?
That's why it's the Bernie Bunny.
It's Easter weekend. I can call him Bunny. But
well, that's so cute.
I know at first, my 2 cents is, I know at first Wrong Thinker, when he first came in, he had to clean up a lot of shit.
Yes.
So he took a lot of shit. He took a lot of shit at the beginning of this.
He came in back when every single show was let's bash Sulaco.
The game is going to change, and as we've been seeing, I mean, okay, you get a dead Phantom, Omega Phantom, a dead Omega Siege, a dead Omega Herald, a dead Omega Blackout. And you know how much that costs with a maxed tech center? You know how much that costs to coin? Nobody could imagine this. Nobody could imagine this. 9 fucking gold. 9
maybe
gold.
it's 9 for you. I got my Titan in mine too, but
now is that in the PvP plat or a regular plat?
PvP.
Okay.
9 gold.
I
in a regular plat, that's probably like 60 freaking gold, guys.
Wow.
More than that.
It's really worth doing PvP now if you're willing to spend a little bit of gold.
Yeah, I know. I always just forget because I'm lazy. It just is. But anyway, back to it. But like I said, a year ago when I started doing this, it was always, damn you Kicks, fuck you Kicks, go to hell Kicks, wish you die Kicks. That it was constant action. But then slowly they started bringing in new people and new blood, and things have changed. And for us to sit here today, now, not saying that we don't still have some complaints, we do, but they've listened to us, and things have gotten so much better and so clear. And and like I said, when they make a mistake, they own up to it. And I like that. I like that. It's so different than it was a year ago. And I'm hoping that we see this trend continue, getting better. They may
not listen to us directly, but they're implementing what we're saying. Like, we wanted the gold cost to go down. They didn't necessarily take the gold cost down, but they found a way to implement a way to make the gold cost cheaper if you're doing PvP. And we asked for PvP, and we're getting it.
Right.
It's
exactly.
always if we put in the effort, we are now reaping rewards. And that's all honestly, that's all we've ever asked for.
12 gold for a tuna phalanx. In a regular plat, that's 50 gold.
Yep.
As much chest thumping as we've done, over the years, we have never outright wanted them to just change things for our benefit without any, without self-respect and saying, look, we're willing to do things. We'll do some effort in order to get a change, but we want to see these changes. And to the greatest credit for Wrong Thinker and the general consensus of the staff that he works with now and the game teams that are on there and involved today, they've gone above and beyond to meet that.
People are saying the game's up.
Yeah, mine's loading now.
And regardless of what anybody says, I know we all want shit to happen overnight, but it can't.
But the one thing I don't want is a double dozer.
I would like to.
Absolutely not. And the next person in any chat that says, "Can we have a second dozer?" I swear I'll kick them out. They can't.
Hang on.
No, not when
Well, in
my
that case, hold on.
storages are already taking.
I'm holding my hand up.
I don't need a double dozer. My storages are only taking me 6 hours. Pay attention to what you're doing here.
Godscope,
right.
you're getting timed out. Oh, I can't time you out. Damn it! Why not?
Can I,
That's good.
on that one vein about the team, can I just throw something out there really quick?
Please.
Since I'm a moderator and have been a moderator for all of Kickside games, except for obviously, well, you guys probably don't even remember Desktop Defender or Backyard Monsters, but I mean, everybody should know Backyard Monsters. But I moderate all of Kickside games and help when I'm asked to help. I have moderated all of Kickside games. I'm not as active in the other ones because they don't need me. You know why? Because when we all said, why can't we have that game team like they have in Vega? Why can't we have that game team like they have in Battle Pirates? Why don't we, in the words of Shadow Killer, why don't we have the communication like they have from Doom Rooster and Battle Pirates? Okay, so I'm going to say flat out, we have that now. In War Commander, when have you ever had the lead dev come on a show, for crying out loud? When have you, and more than once, often, when have you ever had the lead engineer come in forums and start discussing, you know, flat out with everybody? I mean, Bernie, who's not, I mean, it's like information overload, but in a good way. We have so much information, it's hard to keep up, but it's in a good way. And Bernie jumps in. And Wrong Thinker just doesn't do a Wrong Thinker Thinks post and then leaves it there for you all to, you know, bitch about or be happy about. He comes right back and he comments and he combines comments. And then you've got Sobocop, who's like the technology guy. And yes, we haven't had one of those kinds of posts recently, but we're going to get one. And he's so super smart that most of us can't understand anything that he's saying. So we all have to, you know, relay it in layman's terms. But we have what we asked for more than 2 years ago. We have one of the best freaking game teams that this company has ever had. I'm not knocking Battle Pirates team. I am not knocking Vegas team. I'm not knocking War Commander Rogue Assault's team. I know them all. But now in War Commander, finally, it's not the wicked stepchild. To me, it's the shining star because we have some really great guys with great communication and gals, even though you don't hear them in the forums. We have some great people working on this game, and it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. They're going to screw up. But you know what? They're going to screw up, and look, they're owning up to it. Nobody liked to
75.
I mean, nobody liked to see the game go down for maintenance on Friday, but look at last night's show. When we all talked about the first day and a half, we were all giving it, what, maybe a 3 or a 4, maximum of 5. And then look where the ratings were. Nobody likes to see an event came down, but they listened. And the event came down, and then we all gave it, you know, 7s, 8s, and 9s across the board.
Quick update, guys. There's now on the map a Valkyrie 75.
How much store are we going to get off of it?
We have 50 million.
Here, I'll screen share it. Am I still screen sharing?
I put you on. I put you on, but you had just left. So.
Phalanx and it's electric.
The
You want me to try it?
The VK 180s are now called VK 80s again.
Oh yeah, they did fix the name. I just come back out. You're right. They're back to
so. Kicksai
65s are back to 65. Sweet.
The only 150s is still 150. Sorry. Go on.
Here we go. I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna try Tuna Phalanx in here with it's electric.
I don't know if it's too early or too late. I mean, to make a suggestion for April Fool's Day, but Golden Doodle, Bernie, Wrong Thinker, if you hear this, please, for April 1st, put a cosmetic second dozer in every single person's face.
No. Do what they did with the dogs. Do what they did with the dogs. Just tons and tons of double dozers. Yeah.
I think it would be.
I don't know if we should be
hilarious.
Live. I don't want Kickside to see this. I'm sorry.
All right. So what's it? Are we running Phalanx with electric op? Electric op. Yep, I see electric.
I'm waiting for him to get to the back. This is an event base.
Oh my god.
Kickside,
not that bad.
Just base. Shit, everybody get out and do your 75.
Yeah, I was gonna say run them. That's yeah, baby.
Moses Bezoses.
Yep, when I get off work, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be hitting some of these and building some.
The game will be down and they'll be taking
get on the map and go get some Thor. I really need a lot of Thor.
Me too. I don't know why, but I do. Come back here. Don't worry about those things. Come back here and hit this war factory. You only have to kill the buildings, not all the stuff.
I hope.
Faster, faster.
Maybe,
It said on the buildings. It said just buildings.
Oh, so I had the tab at the top right, just the buildings. There you go.
Yeah, just the buildings.
Moses.
Run.
Now, keep in mind, Faw's phalanx are level 20.
Yeah. I was gonna.
Yes,
Where'd you get? What?
Yes, I know.
Pack out
Now
your
what I'll
thorium,
do
fellow
is,
commanders.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in my base, I'm going to repair it, and then I'm going to go do an 80 with the same tune and see which one gives
More damage.
more damage.
The 80s have been changed as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you get the exact same amount of thorium out of both bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see which one I can do with phalanx, phalanx and be cheaper.
Hey, Fa, did you
Wait a minute. Really? I think. Let me look at this.
did
80.
you put the controversial trophy in your base?
What's the controversial trophy?
The Illuminati one that we got this last event?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
that is my place. That's the only trophy.
1 hour, 31 minutes of damage.
1 hour, 31 minutes.
That's not bad for spam and rand.
There it
Less
is.
than I
Now-
took a
Now I'm going to find.
Unless I'm taking a regular 80.
I'm
going
looking.
to go do an 80.
Okay, I'm looking at an 80, and it has that spotlight baby thing going on.
In fact, I thought that appeared in the cave we just went through. I thought I saw the illumination on the ground. I just didn't see the trophy itself.
Yeah, I didn't notice it in the, but I wasn't really looking for it. But
I'm not going to
looking
pick
at
and
the 80, I
choose
see
either.
it.
I'm going to the first 80 I go to.
Zoom out a little bit.
Let's see if it looks any different than
I
the one.
will when I get back in.
That's the hard one.
Oh, the one that I have is one I'm looking at. It's totally different than that one.
Yeah.
Not going to go that way because I think there's mines there.
Yeah.
In
There's.
the mines work? Yeah.
Yes, mine.
Yeah, exactly.
For science.
That's this setup here. This is the easy one with the jug, but it's hard.
Yeah, this
hard
is
with
the old one. This is the old VK.
Yeah, that's not one of the new ones.
Yeah.
Because I have one of the new ones right
he's-
next to a 75. That's what I was curious to see.
He's taking a beating though.
Yeah.
He's getting his butt kicked in this one. Ouchie.
You'll take about
Ouch.
3/4 damage. I'm gonna guess about 4 hours repair time
Yeah, I'm thinking every bit of that. Ouch.
for the same amount of thorium you got from the 75. See, that's why they screwed that up. They should have upped how much the 80 gives you.
Lonnie, can I ask you to do me a favour?
Yeah.
Can you make a video and post it on your, get it up on your YouTube and then post it onto all the pages?
Yeah, for which one?
Not this base, the VK75.
Yeah, I can do that.
Nice. Cheers, man.
Just clip it from this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can do another one because I need Thor anyway. I need to make Sphinx.
Yeah, I need a ton of thorium too.
Don't we
Then
all?
go back to my base, and I didn't put that tune in yet, but I'm going to recall it. And we'll see what we got.
Let's place bets. I'm gonna guess 4 hours and 20 minutes.
3 hours and 35 minutes.
I was going to say 3.5, but yeah, right around
I'm
3
going to say
hours.
differ from all of you.
Let's see.
No, it's not even 3 hours.
Recall you people.
You might need a refresh.
You're never getting the tune back. It stays on map.
Lonnie, go look outside your base, hon.
Oh,
Go outside.
I already knew that. He said it right in World Chat that you were, or I mean in YouTube chat that you were jailed.
And I'll have to kill them tunes. It's going to take the rest of that damn tune and all my air.
He's sitting there thinking, pop that bubble.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have a family emergency. I have to go. Guys, have fun.
God bless.
Okay.
Have a take care.
Oh, damn it, Scooby.
Let him in. Let him in, Scooby. Let him in.
He's gonna flap me. He wants to flap my face.
Little Scooby, let me in.
He's like, fuck you, let.
Oh.
This is what you get for not sending me the hangout link.
He had access to it.
He's thinking, go on, attack my tunes, pop your bubble.
Yeah, pop your bubble. Exactly. That's what he wants you to pop. Let you in.
We always mess around like this all the time.
I'm thinking Scooby. He's DC, maybe.
I was going to say the YouTube chat is saying
Look
flat.
at that. I may have to refresh.
Yeah.
I got.
Why are you joining Sentinels?
I'm not joining nothing.
That's weird.
You got to remember,
I'm not joining nothing.
The game's just been reset.
Stupid.
And restarted. So this.
I still like this 80. I'm looking at it, totally.
It was a what was it? It was a roulette wheel.
What the heck?
You need a refresh, man.
Yep.
Scooby, why fuck you.
I'm in a bubble, so you can't flap me.
Yeah, but you're jailed, so you can't get your plat back in to repair it unless you want to unbubble yourself.
He'll jump
He's in the YouTube chat laughing at you.
Yeah, I know. He's mocking. Scooby, we'd love to have you on here. Well, I believe all the panel agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
Pop in if you want to talk.
Yeah, come on in.
The links in the Unshackled chat.
Mm-hmm.
Scoob, you're one of the all-time greats of this game. You're always welcome.
Always.
Me and Scooby had an escapade.
Dark Shadow Scooby is not evil. Now
Do
stop.
you think he'll hit me now that I said something nice?
I would.
He'll hit you whether you say something nice.
I believe he.
You know what? You know what? In game, Scooby's like, you look. Everybody looks at him like, man, he's a fucking beast. He's so mean. But outside of game, he's the nicest guy you would ever meet in your entire life.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been in some hangouts together. And he's
Top
a
class.
riot too.
Top class.
And very informative. You learn a lot.
Oh yeah.
If you pay attention.
This is the difference with Scooby. He can separate the game from real life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unlike a lot of people, many people in the game, they can't separate the two.
Yep.
Which is a shame.
It is a shame because there's some of the stuff I see on some of the pages is just like, really?
He's one of the few players that when I see him land in my sector and he's in a bubble, I sit there and watch his base nonstop. And the second I see that bubble pop, I'm in our sector chats telling everybody, just bubble up, save yourself.
Exactly. Self bubble because you know
it's
what's
like
going to happen.
everybody take a 1-star because it's not gonna help.
Now you can. Now let's see.
All right, here we go.
That was pretty cool, Scooby. Though, thanks for the laugh.
Ransacked.
Scooby, I've sent you the link on Facebook, mate.
16 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, no. 2 hours, 35 minutes.
That's not too bad.
That's about an hour difference.
I was an hour off. That's not too bad.
About an hour difference. You know what? I was looking for the Sphinx bases. Can't find none.
Don't know when they're supposed to.
Now, see, I'm curious of what it would be if you would have done this 80 that I'm looking at.
Screen share so we can see.
Yeah.
Somebody give me. Hold on.
Which one is it?
Hold on. I'll show you. Let me get over here.
I'm looking at another one too.
It should probably be just a second.
You clicked on the wrong one, Venom. I'm not screen sharing. It's Debbie.
I'm.
Oh, yeah, okay. I highlighted her, but I hit present you. I'm sorry.
Ooh, so is that the...
That's the 80 that I'm looking at. And no, I don't have a plat close by, and no, I'm not hitting it because I don't have I don't have time right now to mess with it. Because
is that a different 70? That's a different 75, or is that an 80?
No, that's an 80.
Siege Squadron. Job's good.
Yeah.
That might be. I don't know. With the hunter, maybe. I don't know.
I just wanted to say it because I got
No, take out the two hunters. Siege Squadron.
Yeah, take out the two
That
hunters
looks
and
like
then
it.
Yeah.
take
Those
out the hunters.
Those hunters are going to hurt, though.
No, just use a Fury. If you got the Corpus faction, just use 2 Furies for each one.
Oh yeah, see, I don't have Corpus faction. I have whatever the hell it is I have.
Oh, you're Survivor.
Sentinel Survivor.
I
think I have
honest,
Sentinels.
I feel a little bit let down. I was expecting some spiders in them bases.
Bite your tongue.
Yeah,
Do it.
The thing
Bite
is,
it.
The spiders make them easy.
I've worked the spiders out. They're not that hard.
Yeah, they're
All right,
way easy.
I'm gonna stop screen sharing.
Hey, you know what? So I've actually went through and just, I mean, I have mowed down. I was going to go build a Thor, and I've gotten 600 mil Thor just by doing 80s with a tuna phalanx. So,
Oh yeah, my phalanx are like 13 or 14, I think, and I can do. It doesn't matter the setup. I can do 4 80s before the tune's dead.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna go and try to see how many 75s I can do. I'll probably stop before Ed because I don't have a store. But
Well, if you're getting an hour and change repair, in theory, you should be able to do like 8.
Lonnie might as well. You might as well share Lonnie if he's going to do that.
am I sharing?
That's 400. That's 400 million thorium on one tune. If you can do 8 of them with one tune of phalanx.
And I might be able to get that down a little bit just by
Not chasing after the units and just kill the buildings.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I do love those stalagmites out of thorium. The artwork has always been
A viral turret on a napalm. That's fucking dumb.
No, that's fucking genius, and stop it.
Yeah, it is genius.
those napalms can hurt sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's specifically for groups of. Well, no, that is dumb. I was gonna think for groups of troops, but
That's if you're using a growler.
yeah. Or Inferno with the Firefly, but the Firefly wouldn't get napalm because it won't target the air.
Yeah, I think I damage on this tune. Get off my screen. What I miss, Ruby? Oh, it's making you kill tunes in.
Yep.
Making
Kill
you kill
everything.
face.
Yeah, I thought no, last time you had to kill the buildings. Interesting.
I'm gonna check to see what repair time that was since I took a different. Last time I went to the other side, so let's see what the repair time is this time.
I think you did better off this time going for that rail first, getting it out of
that's
the
what I
way,
did.
instead of trying to cut back underneath. Because you cut your distance of attack in half. You didn't have to come up from the bottom and take a shot. You were right on it before it could really do the second damage.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Man, if all your defenders weren't level 20, your base looks so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I got more damage that time.
I think you did too.
I got 2 hours 12 minutes that time.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, because if you're doing the other side of the base, your Spartans will spawn out and then they'll go shock that railgun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do an 80 this time. I don't care. It's just 50 mil forward. God damn it! They stayed in repair and I can't use them.
Oh boy.
Coronet.
Nah, see that scorpion. That's what I need. The scorpion. Use death to him. It'll be fine.
Oh, just about dropped my phone. That would have been bad.
This is interesting.
Who's screen sharing now?
Let me find another cave. I'll do it different. I'll do a.
Damn, 12 thumbs up, 12 likes on the video so far. That's pretty.
The guys should be giving you a lot more thumbs up than you've got.
That's fine. We get more thumbs up on some videos than other channels get views on theirs. So.
I gotta jump up my ass.
Who is that?
Oh, yeah.
Bloody Jack.
I gotta get my butt back to work.
It's gotta be fuck you.
Yes, it is.
What? Me?
Yeah.
Why would I talk like that?
No, we do these not for thumbs up. We don't do these for any pats on the back. We do this to inform as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Whether you like our stupid comedy or not, the point is if we can convey the most accurate information, that's all I personally care about. From my end is
nice voice crack.
Yeah, I know. That was a combination of a hiccup and a burp at the same time.
That's all I care about.
I love you people so much.
I have a couple of friends that give me grief every week because I go out there and I post the link to the show on I think like 10 or 12 pages depending on my mood.
You should post it on,
and they're like, "You're blowing up my notifications," and I'm like, "Well, don't be on so many pages then."
No, we got
some mines in here.
We
I
got
just hit mines, guys. I'm gonna actually advance scout one now.
Yeah, the mines are in the middle, right where all them Spartans were standing.
Yeah, right where I hit it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the perfect person to blame for the notifications is fucking City.
Oh my god!
I know. Every morning I wake up and I turn my phone on and I see that I have 27 notifications, and I'm like, I wonder what Bay City posted today. Because I know it because of the time difference. I know it's him.
Well, yeah, because I always have my.
I wish I could have everyone on just 1 or 2 or 3 pages, but they're not all there, so I have to keep posting.
You know what, City? You keep doing it because if I didn't want the notifications, then I need to leave all these extra pages. There you go.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, David, out there in YouTube.
Scorpion Op with its electric?
Yep, you're not wasting any of your units.
Oh, man, I just swapped one of those.
But my question is, does its electric function on an op unit, or is it strictly your units? I thought it didn't function on op.
You can't activate 2 offensive spec ops at the same time.
Exactly.
What base was you wanting to use it in, though?
Well, I was thinking of Scorpion King in that base, in the cave. But
dude, that Scorpion King is not going to last but 2 seconds.
You couldn't put its electric on as well.
You'd have to use your Scorpions and then its electric op.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't think I have any Scorpions built. I don't even know what level my Scorps are.
They would get one-shotted by that railgun.
Throw a caretaker in with them.
Actually, the
caretaker doesn't move fast enough to stay up with the Scorps, though.
Well, you direct the caretaker to go over towards the railgun, and then you drive the Scorpions to the caretaker.
Venom's got a very good point. Has anyone tried not with a caretaker?
Yeah, you
There you
could.
go. You are a genius. You're a mad fucking scientist.
I'm not going to the middle of the base again. Hopefully, I can get this base and be done.
Repairs have failed. Oh, that's impossible.
If you're out of res, it's not. Speaking of which, I wonder, am I ready to finish doing my next 14 hours of air repair or not?
14 hours of repair.
Well, I hit somebody that had some technicals with rockets on base, and
the repair that usually happens.
I had a little sliver left on my Herald by the time the base was flat. He went flat, but it cost me a minute.
Well, that's okay. I got my ass beat last night. Hitting somebody who was in my sector. Had every defender was a technical. They're all level 20, and Jesus Christ, they just wouldn't die.
It's all right. When you get a freaking, you'll come really bitching when you get a freaking phantom that flies over your technicals 6 times, or a phantom that kills your tune of technicals all by itself.
Ooh, yeah.
Have you ever seen that? A phantom that's killed a tune of technicals all by itself?
Nope.
Without putting any other unit in it.
Mine dies.
Yeah, mine dies too.
Yeah, I can fly mine in a base and it lasts about 0.32 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It drops a bomb.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Mine
there
is
it
level
goes.
40. Mine is level 40, so.
Oh, wow.
And it's still freaking made out of freaking paper towel.
It's a fucking paper airplane dropping marshmallows.
Yeah.
It's really weak.
Well, I didn't see the technicals in this guy's base until I got there with just air, because all I saw was Ardra and purifiers, and and I saw a couple of technicals, but I didn't see they didn't have the rockets on it. I'm like, oh, this is air only base.
I got quite a bit of repair on that too now.
But it's all good.
Lady, check side chat.
I gotta look, Godscope. I don't remember.
And I've got
Was he in our sector or was he in a different sector?
No, he's in our sector.
6 hours, 1 minute for about 2 million ore. Not bad.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Look in the side chat for a response.
Oh,
I had to go look at my attack log because I couldn't remember what it was.
His technicals are like level 18.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he had him under the CC, and I was already in, and then I got that little flash where the CC disappears, and you can see what's. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna hurt. And yeah, it did.
That's when I use the siege over top and then the phantom afterwards. That's how I kill his technicals.
Well, I don't have the siege yet. I'm still 3 days and 16 hours from my little elite baby being done.
You should have built it at normal and then upgraded it.
I did start building it at normal, and then I got the elite parts and bought those yesterday at the end of the event. So I started building at normal level, but it's a 5-day build or 6-day build.
Lady.
Yeah.
I've quick suggestion to the players out there. Tech center. Get it done before next event.
Yes. Yes, very well said.
I'm not sure if it's 3 days for each level. Has anyone got level 15 or 16 tech center?
The last day upgrade, I think, is 6 days.
Yeah. I know the last one's a little longer.
Starts going 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, I believe.
Yeah.
For which unit again?
Tech center.
Tech center.
Oh yeah, I got to do that. I actually, speaking of, I got to wait till my jug is done. I still have another 2 days before I can upgrade my tech center because my jug's upgrading.
Well, with that,
that's next on my list.
With those wonderful words of wisdom, I think we've covered all the topics. I'm starting to get starved. So,
yep.
Would you guys be opposed to ending this wonderful impromptu show?
Sounds like an idea.
I'm good. That way I can go back to work.
So ladies totally.
Oh, you're so anxious to get back to work.
I'm not anxious to get back to work, but I don't want to be in trouble either. So, because if I don't touch my PC my laptop every few minutes, then it goes like silent, and people can tell, hey, wait a minute, she's not doing anything because it's silent.
Well, City, my good man, would you please give your shout outs, thank yous, and accolades to whoever you choose?
My shout out is for Kickstarter. After the initial first day with all the problems and everything else, the event, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. So, yeah. Props to them.
Nice. Too nice. Lovely Lady Warrior.
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land that's watched us today. Thanks again for joining us for this little, impromptu kind of show. Thanks to everyone that will be watching us later. And Dark Shadows, shush. That's it for me. He's like he's going to tell my mom. You can't tell my mom if you don't call me. You ain't called me all day, so hush. That's all my shout-outs.
Godscope, your last final words?
Thanks for letting me come on to the show. Shout out to everybody for watching. The 17 likes, 43 people watching live. That's awesome. Hopefully, you guys, we could help you. Hopefully, everybody's game runs smoothly. And shout out to Kicksai. I look forward to seeing the cosmetic second dozer in everybody's base on April 1st because I would love it. It would be so. Everybody's been begging for a second dozer. It doesn't have to do anything. Just put it in their base. Give them the second dozer for the day.
That would be kudos. You, sir, are a master. You win the internet. You do.
I have a sick sense of humor.
And our wonderful Fahu.
I want to give a shout out to the panel. I want to give a big shout out to Skip. I hope everything is okay, hon. I'm thinking about you. Shout out to Scooby. All the guys I know well. Destry. Hope everything's going well, buddy. Chad. But I give a huge shout out to City, and I want to give a shout out to the panel and Kixeye. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. It's slowly going to the good, but I'll take slowly. Better than not.
Yeah. Any progress.
I want to give a shout out to everybody out there too. When I come on these shows, I might be screen sharing another game. You know, I play a lot of. I play World of Warships. I play PS4, and I play a lot of games, and it keeps my mind occupied because I don't need to be sitting here and thinking about shit that's going on in real life, and that's my escape. And I'm not trying to I'm not trying to promote any other games, you know. I love War Commander. It's my main game, but it gets freaking boring because there's not a lot to do.
That was like last night's show when Fa was playing World of Warships.
I was playing World of Warships and Far Cry 5.
I don't know. All I know is he was dying on something.
Yeah, he's getting his ass
dying on a lot of things.
I believe Far's going to jump on with me on Pug in a little while.
Oh, Scooby's here.
Yeah, just want to have a shout out. So, guys, I enjoyed the show. It was fun. I just laughed my butt off. And I love jailing Lonnie, but it's.
You know what?
He tried so hard to give me the pop. He wanted to pop me. I know he did. I could feel it.
So, but you guys, you all do a great job, and I just enjoy it, and just keep the game and keep it up. That's my shout out to everyone. And so, night, bye.
Thank you for gracing us with your appearance. But okay, my shout outs are going to be quick. I want to shout out to all those viewers out there today live and tomorrow, and therefore all into eternity, because these stupid things are timeless. For putting up with my voice cracks and my my terrible enunciation. I want to thank the ladies and gentlemen who helped me out with the panel today. You know, we're a team and we're a family, and we all work together, and that's what's the most important thing. We're here for you. We hope we inform, entertain, and educate. Stay tuned for the Saturday show, for the GMT show. I want to tease something. We're expecting a GOAT event at some point. The Goats Gone Wild will happen at some time, hopefully in the near future. And I've taken upon myself to come up with a little bit of a joking prize, which I'll show Fahu at the end of this broadcast. So I'm just teasing this.
No,
somebody's gonna be mailed a gift.
Now, before any of the Welsh or Irish that are listening get excited, the Goat's Gone Wild. Goat means greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And no, the gift is not going to be goat milk. It's not going to be goat cheese. Although that would have been funny. I should just got a big wheel of goat cheese and be like, yeah.
I'm starting to not like goats as much as I like pigs. I got a lot of pigs outside.
All right, back on track. Let Venom close this show.
I had my wife literally curled over in a ball, crying and laughing so much her stomach hurt because I was doing impressions in bed of farm animals. It was hilarious. I did a frog. I did, obviously the goat and all kinds of
my
She
God.
couldn't take it anymore. It was hilarious. But bless you all. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe and smash that like button. And I did that.
Smash it.
Smash it. No, but like I said earlier, we don't really. I don't personally do this for the likes and the dislikes or any of that. I just want to get as much information out there for all of you and for all of us, because without you guys out there on YouTube sharing information with us, without these guys on the panel sharing information, I wouldn't have the information. So thank you all. And above and beyond that, thank you, Kixeye, for being informative to all of us and for keeping us in the know for these changes and these fixes. And we're very grateful that you're making the strides towards the right direction that this game has always needed, and we appreciate it. So until next time, like, subscribe, share this video, and above all, have fun and enjoy getting that res. Bang out those fucking bases and get that thorium before they change it on us. Bye, guys.